Hey, we don't serve their kind here.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Benny. If you've ever worked in retail, as I have for many years, putting myself through college, you would know what a POS system means. That's the point of sale system. Now, what happens with people inside of a kiosk when they're entering in sales numbers, whether they're a waiter or whether they're someone who's checking you out at the store? Those people are the ones who really understand the ground level of what's being bought, what's being purchased, and what's popular. POS also stands for piece of. And when you have a piece of beer that turns on its customer base and calls all of them fratty and out of touch, well, then you're not going to get many sales. As the Daily Mail went and researched by talking to bartenders. I love this story. This story, the Daily Mail, does what a lot of people refuse to do, which is going and actually talking to the point of sale inside of the Bud Light chain. You see, there's the people who make Bud Light in St. Louis or in these big distributor centers around the country, big brewing centers. There's one in Florida, actually, in Jacksonville. Then there's people who deliver Bud Light in mass, these huge trucks carrying thousands of bottles of Bud Light. Then there's the people who ship the Bud Light into the store and carry it in the store. But then there's the people who actually serve the Bud Light, the point of sale. Those are the ones, that's where the rubber hits the freaking road, man. That's not, now you're talking like the actual consumer behavior. And so the bartenders are super important inside of this system. In fact, you could argue that the bartenders are the most important part of this system because they're the ones who actually see the exchange of money for product. Bartenders say nobody wants Bud Light at their event anymore, days after it was dethroned as America's top-selling beer following the backlash from the partnership with Dylan Mulvaney. The owner of a mobile bartending service called Bartenders says that she is seeing a consumer pivot away from Bud Light at events. Cartina Tucker said demand for Bud Light has plummeted completely since the partnership with Dylan Mulvaney. Anheuser-Busch owned brand has lost billions. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and have a listen to what this woman said in her interview and hear the pain in her voice as she talks about the lack of interest in anyone wanting Bud Light at their parties anymore. This is real data on the ground, point of sale. Go.
Much like do pop-up bars. So if there's an event, backyard party or corporate event, we'll pretty much set up the bar if need be. And we're partnered with liquor stores where we coordinate kind of the whole shebang. But we allow the clients to actually build their proposal on our website. So we can see when they add, for example, Bud Light, and it has plummeted completely. No one wants it at their event anymore. There's a couple of clients that have expressed to me their feelings behind it, and it's just no longer popular. So what they'll do is they'll substitute it with maybe Coors Light or Miller Light, and then they'll do like an imported, they'll do a, Corona. But Bud Light is no longer at events, corporate or backyard. With the feedback that I've gotten and how strongly a lot of clients feel about it, if they don't switch gears, the company, I don't see the popularity picking back up. No.
You don't get worse than that, man. I mean, listen, she's saying that this is clearly not somebody who's like some right winger. She's just trying to make a buck. She's trying to do her job. This brand has lost billions in the stock market, but it's really losing people like her, right? Like Miss Tucker here, who has a company based in New Jersey. Man, New Jersey, you ever been to New Jersey? Those people drink. And they're saying no to Bud Light. And she's just saying, yo, I'm trying to run a business here. So I'm going to serve what people want. We've brought you story after story after story of people being unable to even give away Bud Light. We brought you story after story after story of Bud Light paying people effectively to drink it. We brought you story of Bud Light giving a rebate for people to buy their product, effectively giving them free beer. They can go to the shooting range and blow up like we did. Bud Light demand has plummeted completely. Nobody wants it at their events anymore. There's a couple of clients that have expressed to me their feelings behind it, and it's no longer popular. My God. She says her customers generally are becoming more aware of whether the brand support or align with their personal political values. As a result, the people are actively seeking alternatives to Bud Light, gravitating towards craft beers, specialty cocktails, and premium spirits. She does not believe that the brand's popularity will rebound soon. With the feedback that I've gotten, show how strong a lot of clients feel about it. The company doesn't switch gears. I don't see the popularity ever going back up. Look at this person. Is this person some type of right-winger? No. This person's just saying, yo, I'm trying to make a buck here. And sometimes things blow over, but the Bud Light actions as a corporation hold a lot of weight with their customers, she says. So there's people who will just never support Bud Light or any Anheuser-Busch product ever again. Sales of Bud Light has fallen 25% over the last month. It's even worse, ladies and gentlemen. Sales of Bud Light have actually dropped 60% over the Memorial Day weekend. Look at this. Look at these numbers. Ding dong, the witch is dead. Now, a dude from Rasmussen, who's one of our favorite pollsters, had this to say about the polling behind Bud Light as it pertains to the American public and what they wish to see inside of their beer brands. And I'll stop by saying this, and this I think is very important. Bud Light didn't have to have it this way, because clearly this bartender is from like a liberal area. New York and New Jersey. What are you talking about, man? Like, you're from New York and New Jersey. She's serving libs. She's serving generally a liberal population. These are blue states. New York's a blue state. New Jersey's a blue state. Dude, you're serving presumably Democrat clients. I bet some of these people are pissed off that Bud Light didn't stand with Dylan, right? We've covered those stories. How now there are gay bars that won't serve Bud Light because they thought that they betrayed Mulvaney. You can't win. That's the point we're trying to make here. Stay out of politics. Make your crappy beer. Stay out of politics and none of this will happen. There's no reason to go political. We would like that. We're not saying Bud Light should go and endorse Donald Trump and make an FJB can, although that might be the only thing that could ever save them. We're saying stay the hell out of politics. Why would you ever do this? Listen to this polling.
Does this make you more likely or less likely to purchase Bud Light beer? 19% of American adults say more likely, but 40%, more than twice as many, say less likely.
Yikes.
37% say it doesn't make much difference. Let's compare that to almost exactly 2 years ago, when a similar corporate beverage giant got political. After the Georgia legislature enacted a new election law requiring voter ID, Coca-Cola was one of the companies that publicly condemned the law. Does that make you more or less likely to purchase Coca-Cola products? Then, 25% said more likely, and 37% said less likely. That's a much better situation for Coca-Cola. Though at the time, only 30% said it made no difference, and now a much higher 37% do. So overall, why are the numbers worse for Anheuser-Busch than Coca-Cola? Well, the clear standout reason is that the issue is potentially more divisive. Keep in mind, a strong majority of Americans actually support voter ID laws. And as you'll see, transgenderism, as an issue in the corporate sphere, doesn't have much support.
Boom. So why would you do that to your client base? Why would you suicide your own market share? Of course, you know the answer. These people are out of touch with their actual consumer. They're out of touch with their brand. We ain't arguing for the FJB can, although that would be awesome. Bud Light, if you're listening, make the FJB can. Do it. Do it. Make the Let's Go Brandon can, and maybe you'll be forgiven. All I'm saying is that you ain't coming back from this. The bartenders are against you. The point of sale is against you because you, as a brand, have been a POS. A very different type of POS. A piece. You've been that to your customers, and you betrayed us for the last time. No one's going to forgive you for this one, Bud Light. It ain't coming back. See ya. Sayonara. Like, share, and subscribe. It's your boy, Benny.